Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you have not already, please subscribe to the channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. Today is Monday, September 25th. Because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What Sold on eBay. Just like every week, I have selected out highlights of our sales from the week. My decision on what I choose is often based on, is the item a bolo? Is it a tried and true bread and butter for us to show you guys? Just things you can be looking out for when you're outsourcing. If we ever make mistakes or have poopy items, I will pull those out as well to show you. And sometimes I'll pull out a handful of something that isn't jeans or plush, which is our usual fare. You guys know I love jeans and plush, but I try to pull out some other things to show you as well. I always start with the plush, and I always show you every single plush that sells. And then I do highlights of all of our other sales from the week. So without any further ado, let's jump on in with Eevee. This is a Nintendo Pokemon branded Eevee. So cute. She's probably one of my favorite Pokemons. She sold for $8.76 plus $6 shipping, so that's right around $14-15 for Eevee. Our cost of goods on our plush ranges from $1 to $2. It's usually under $1. We buy a lot of these wholesale. This is a Nickelodeon Nick Jr. Paw Patrol Chase. Now, I know I've said it on this channel before. I like Paw Patrol. I think it's a solid seller when it comes to plush toys. They are bread and butter. They do sell pretty quickly, but they sell steadily. This show is still popular with kids. I will add, though, if you don't like a lot of filler or lower end bread and butter items, to avoid Chase, which is this police dog, and Marshall, which is the fire dog. They are the most common characters, and they kind of tend to get oversaturated. So when you can find the more unique characters or those that don't have as many listings, you're better off. Since we get our stuff so cheap and just delivered right to our front door in huge boxes, I list everything. Chase sold for $7 on a best offer with $6 shipping. Next up, we have this Toy Factory. Toy Factory is kind of, it's a bread and butter brand. Some people would say it's poop, but we sell a lot of Toy Factory toys. This is a jalapeno pepper. He came to me a lot, and his tags were missing, but when I looked him up, I found out that he is Toy Factory. So this is an orange hot pepper, a jalapeno. He sold for $10.51 plus $6 shipping. And I'm going to show you two of our video games that sold for a reason. So we had just recently done an inventory audit, which everyone should be doing at a minimum of once a year, ideally at least two. If you don't have a lot of inventory, you could do one every quarter. But I would say you should be minimally going through your inventory once a year and double checking that every single thing that you have stored in your inventory system is actually listed, that you don't have doubles. Things do fall off of eBay. No one knows how or why, but things do fall off. And sometimes things get relisted. So it's just a good idea to go through your inventory. If you have list perfectly, it's really easy to do it right in your catalog. You can just pull up your catalog and list perfectly and type in part of the title or even the SKU number and search for it. Make sure that it's actually listed everywhere that you have it listed, and end it if it's already sold somewhere else. I mean, mistakes happen. We're all human. We did one recently because we wanted to make sure that all of our inventory was squared away and everything was where it was supposed to be before we got into Q4. So we have this huge bin of video games that we got for free. Someone just gave us a bunch of video games for free, as you can see. It's nothing too exciting. Most of them don't even have their cases. They're just loose discs in these yellow envelopes. And a couple of them did come with their cases. We had these listed several years ago, and we only had a couple left. We double checked them, and we still had a box full of video games. And like I said, there were like 6 listed on eBay and our other various platforms. Somehow, all these video games that we went through and listed a couple years ago, when we were given these video games, all fell off. No idea how it happened. Again, no one knows, but I think it's glitches, or maybe it's little gnomes who come in and steal your listings. But so we went through, it took me like a half an hour Friday morning. It didn't take long. I just double checked all the video games in my list perfectly catalog, and those that were already listed went in the little pile off to the side, and everything else that was left in the box, I just quickly shot pictures of, and we got them back up listed. So all of these went up Friday, and we've already sold 2 of them, and you're going to see the other one isn't worth a lot of money. But again, these were free, and it literally took a half an hour to photograph them and get them back up with a good template from List Perfectly. So free is free, right? If you get free inventory. So this one sold for $13.12 plus 5 shipping. So that's an $18 gain. So guys, Twisted Metal is one you should keep your eyes out for, because even with no manual and no case, this being for a PlayStation 1, it can still sell for $18. If you find boxes of video games at yard sales and church sales often, you can offer them. I'll buy everything in here for $1 a piece or $2 a piece. If they're these older PS2 and PS1 games, like I said, we got ours for free, but a box like that, I would have paid 50 cents to $1 per game, maybe even up to 2. The really good ones sold right away a couple years ago when we first got them, and there were some in there that were worth a lot of money. So this is Midnight Club Street Racing. You can see this one isn't worth as much. It sold for $2.62 plus 5 shipping. So that's right around like $8 all in. But it's still profit, and every little bit counts. I'm going to show you some of our remotes that sold this week. Keep in mind, when you see these prices, we do buy our remotes wholesale. So we pay 25 cents a pound. All of our remotes are like 8 cents or less for cost. Most of them are under a nickel a piece. So we list everything. If we test it and it works and it doesn't have battery corrosion, we are going to list it because we pay pennies for these. We list them whether they're $2 or $80. If you ever have an opportunity to buy remotes in bulk, just like with the video games, if you can get them cheap enough, it is worth it, because these are also super fast to clean up, test, and list. Especially if you have a good template, you can just fly through it. You're just adding model numbers at that point on your listing and your price, of course. And you will also find that, as with anything with remotes, if you're buying them in wholesale, you're going to start getting repeats. You can see we had 2 of these. You're going to start getting repeats. So you can just change your quantity when you get a new wholesale lot, or when you buy some more purchases. You just change your quantity. You're not even actually doing listings all the time. They're really fast, and I enjoy them. So this is something else. Like if you saw a box full of remotes at a church sale or a yard sale, or for sale on any of the platforms, or if you have a contact where you can get these for wholesale, snatch them up, offer them $0.25 a pound, offer them 10 cents a remote or whatever. So this is a Sylvania remote, sold for $3.94 plus $5.49. So that's like a $9.50 remote all in. My brain still thinks in free shipping. So we just recently changed to charging shipping back in August as an experiment to see what happens. We're going to let it go through Q4. But my brain still thinks of the all-in cost, because honestly, folks, at the end of the day, there really is no price point difference between free shipping and charging. There is differences in the psychology and the mindset and the types of buyers you're going to attract and the kinds of offers you're going to get. And I'm keeping track of all of this as part of our experiment. And I will do a video at the beginning of 2024 to tell you how Q4 went with shipping and all the differences and things I found. But as far as what you're selling items for, there is no difference. If you're selling a pair of American Eagle jeans for $20 free ship, then you're selling the same jeans for $12 plus 8 ship, or $10 plus 10 ship. So my brain, because we did free shipping for 7 years, still thinks that like this remote is a $12 remote because it was $650 plus $550 shipping. This is a Philips DVD player remote, by the way. We have a Panasonic here that sold for $10 all in. So you can see that this is a viable way, if you can get them cheap enough, to quickly get a ton of listings up. This will really build up your overall amount of active listings that you have on any platform. I can't stress enough how fast and easy remotes are. They're one of my favorite things to list. This is a Dynex TV remote control. This is another $12 remote. We have an LG, so this one is a $9 remote. This one is $9 all in, Panasonic. But you can see, you know, we have multiple quantities on many of these, like I mentioned. All right, and then we have a Samsung, $9 all in. And this Panasonic I took a best offer on, $450. It tells you right there. So this one was also a $10 remote. Then I wanted to pull this out. I think I showed you guys a Carhartt scrub that sold last week or the week before. Everyone is familiar with Carhartt, especially like men's Carhartt clothing. It is one of those items you want to pick up if you find it. But they also make scrub tops, if you weren't aware. Here's the thing with scrub tops. Most of them, I'm not going to pay more than, I pay 99 cents. But let's say you live somewhere that doesn't have 99-cent day, maybe $1.50, maybe $2 for some of them. Now, if you find the plus-sized Disney, Looney Tunes branded like that, or like really special Halloween ones, you may be more inclined to pay $2 or $2.50 because those can go for $20 to $30 all in. So this Carhartt, I took a best offer of $10. So that's a $15.50 scrub. Not bad for 99 cents. And it didn't take long to sell. Carhartt scrubs do really well. One of my favorite bread and butter brands of jeans, American Eagle. So these were 99 cents. And I took a best offer on them of $9.99. So all in $17. A J. Crew jean jacket. This came to me out of a ThredUp box, so it was probably right around, I want to say $1.25. That's usually like the mid-grade of what my items average out to on a ThredUp box. I've had some where they averaged out to $1.75, and I just opened one last week where everything averaged out to $1.11 a piece. So somewhere between $1 or $2. This is a J. Crew jean jacket. So I know I've mentioned on this channel before that when it comes to jean jackets and jean shorts, it's a little different than regular jeans. You can have a poopy brand or a low-end bread and butter brand of the denim booty shorts, what I like to call them, or a denim jacket that can sell for more than that brand of jeans would sell for. So there are a lot of poop brands or low-end bread and butter brands I avoid in the jeans aisle, but I'll list the shorts and the jackets and source them all day long. This sold for $25.04 plus $10 shipping. So you're looking at $35 all in on a size medium J. Crew denim jacket. Although J. Crew is not that poopy. It still has a following and does really well on Poshmark. Here's another pair of American Eagle. These are boyfriend jeans. The other ones were skinny. Those are two styles that do well for us, the boyfriend and the skinny. These, I took a best offer of 8 on, so these sold for $15. And that is all of the highlights of the week. I just kind of want to touch on, really make sure you check your inventory, because if you find that a bunch of stuff fell off or sold or isn't listed, you need to get that fixed. Q4 is like a week away, folks. So get your inventory organized. Double check yourself, because now that we've put those video games back in, there's been a lot of interest on them. We saw an increase overall in our sales over the weekend, probably from the increased activity of folks coming in and looking at our video games. The algorithm of eBay, who we call Cassini, loves activity. So double check your inventory. Make sure you're getting listings up every day and you're being active every day to feed that algorithm. And if you ever have an opportunity to buy boxes of video games or remotes or wholesale, for real cheap, don't shy away from that. There are a lot of sellers who will turn their noses up at stuff with a price point below $50, $30, $20. If you're paying pennies for items that are super easy to list and you can do lots of volume with them, I'm all for it. And there are a lot of other sellers who will tell you the same. But most importantly, double check the inventory you already have. Make sure you're organized and squared away going into Q4. I am going away tomorrow. I'm flying out tomorrow morning to Philadelphia for eBay Open's in-person kickoff event. I will be there with List Perfectly as part of their crew. And so if you're in the area and you see me, come say hi. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you guys, is the virtual eBay Open online, which you can still register for. ebay.com/open. It's free. You get swag. You learn stuff. So I'll be attending most of the virtual events. I'm flying back Wednesday, so it's going to be a busy week. I'm flying out tomorrow morning and doing the event. And then I'm flying back here Wednesday morning, and I will be attending the virtual events and listing and taking pictures while I listen and learn. So guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments down below. And I will try to get out a more in-depth, getting ready for Q4 video for you. I try to put out one every year as we get closer to Q4. Time kind of got away from me this year. October 1st is Sunday. So hopefully maybe the first, within the first week of Q4 at least. I usually like to put them out way ahead of time, but this year has been weird. All right, again, leave me comments if you want. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It really helps the channel out a lot. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go be productive. Go sign up for eBay Open. Go check your inventory, and I'll see you next time. Bye.